Hello everybody, this is ManuS and welcome to another Sealed League video. I decided to continue recording the Sealed League as it goes on. So today we're gonna get a new pack so that people get an idea on how to approach getting the new pack and adjusting their decks and so on. And also for people that are interested in continuing following how I'm doing in the league, give them the opportunity to follow my progress and see how my deck develops and how I continue performing in the league. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so here's our new pack. Let's see what rare we got. A terrible one. That's very unfortunate. It is a sad rare, but it is what it is. Pack is overall, unfortunately, pretty weak. There's like no really good card. Like the ground crew is kind of nice, and the rest's pretty mediocre. Alright, let's take a look at the deck. So one thing that I want to mention is that I think in the end I should have potentially gone with the Combrei/Primal deck and not the Argenport deck, because I kind of got lured into the Argenport deck by like some of the seemingly good commons and the second legendary, but in the games that I played it turned out that a lot of the cards are just like not good enough. Like, I mean, this is sealed, this is not draft, so random 2-drops that are like 2-2 or like 3-1 and stuff like that are not really what you want. They're gonna be outclassed very quickly. The things that matter most in sealed usually are first bombs, then removal as answers to opposing bombs, and then basically evasion, and the stuff that comes after that is not even that important anymore, but those are like the three most important things in that order basically. And yeah, the Combrei deck just has some more powerful cards that are capable of winning the game on their own, even though they might not seem as good normally, or like even in draft. Like these 8-drops here that are very reasonable and capable of ending games. And I played a couple of tiebreaker games with this variant, and it felt better than the Argenport deck, so that's what I would currently go with, but we'll have to reevaluate the cards that we opened first to see if they might change what deck we want to play. That's another thing to keep in mind, that each pack you get each week might change what deck you want to be building actually, and completely rebuild your pool. Although doesn't change anything, fire is still bad. We might want to consider playing Cryptic Etchings, because the card's actually nice and like a more drawn out game, generating you a lot of like quality advantage. Then we got another decent dinosaur, Methwit, but nothing else really here. Justice, we can sort of play this for free, not that it matters much, but better than a sigil basically. Here we get the ground crew, which is decent. And yeah, in Primal, we still don't really have a whole lot. Like, not enough to suddenly be heavily playing Primal, I think. Like, Thunderfoot is decent, but especially since we would want to be Horu, there's not a lot of dinosaur support. Not very splashable either. Shadow only got Repulsive Gorger, which is not good enough, I think. And we also didn't get any particularly relevant multi-faction cards either. So yeah, this was a really weak pack actually. So this is what we have. And now we just have to see what to cut. We got a couple new cards. First of all, we're gonna cut Sigil for the Waystone. Then we gotta cut like 3 more cards for the new cards that we gained. Might consider cutting Spiked Hair now that we got another more decent dinosaur. Like the Cryptic Etchings are probably good enough to play. Because then we can like stall out a bit and use these to out business our opponent, because they will draw power where we can without power to the bottom. Like in draft, the card is usually, I think, a bit too clunky in most decks and slow, but in sealed, the value of the card probably goes way up, so I can totally see this being a surprisingly good card in sealed. So guess I just want to cut Spike Tail because we also got another 4-drop. Like, we don't have a lot of Valkyries to go with this, but I mean a 4 power 2/4 is not terrible either. And in terms of Valkyries we have Watchwing, Militant, and Linebreaker and Amelie, but Linebreaker and Amelie are not cards we are gonna too likely use it on. So let's cut the Spike Tail. Although it's a bit unfortunate because it's nice to overwhelm out the Mantisaur. Mantisaur is not great, but it is a flyer, and flyers are really valuable, especially 3/4 flyers, because they're bigger than most other flyers outside of like the very splashy top-end flyers like this and this, for example. But most flyers are like 3/3, 2/3, 3/2, 2/2. Okay, so gotta cut 2 cards. Like, I'm almost a bit on the fence on Ground Crew here, but probably barely good enough to make it in. We need enough dinosaurs for cards like Scale Tender and Mantisaur, so I really want the Cerosaur. Although I think it's a lot worse in sealed actually than in draft probably, because you cannot be as proactive and aggressive. Card blocks really poorly, Nightfall is risky. I actually don't like this card. I might just go back to the 4-cost dinosaur. Like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dinosaurs for the Scale Tender this way and 5 for this. Maybe we can afford to just cut the Spike Tail regardless. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's try that. And one more card that we need to cut. Primal 4, 3, 5 sources. We maybe just give up on the Mantisaur. I mean, the card is really not great. That might be like the worst card in the deck by now. Yeah, I think I want to try that. So yeah, the deck barely changed unfortunately because we had a really bad pack. Like, there were barely any good cards in the pack. I want to cut a primal source. We have 5 primal for 1, 2, 3 cards. It's a bit much. Guess we can cut this like a time source, because our fixing is in time and our early game is more time. Then again, we have triple justice for immediate. And like only 2 double time cards. Yeah, let's play another justice. Alright. That's the deck that I'm currently running. I'm off the Ardent Pod train for now. And we'll see how we're doing. So see you in a moment for the first game.